back on that scene, back on that YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, social media scene. I was out a few hours ago. I don't know, man. It looks pretty bleak outside to me. It looks pretty bleak. I went to the gym early this morning. Went to get a SIMS card for my phone, or for an extra phone I got. And it looks pretty bleak out there. That Christmassy, Thanksgiving, holiday season, it just don't have that push like it had 5 years ago. At least 5 years ago. It's been downhill for the last 10 years, in my opinion. Some say 15. But yeah, man, you gotta take into account that people are hard strapped up for money. Yeah, and it's going to get worse. I'm gonna keep touching on that because I know from my observation that money is a key element spiritually in triggering people's emotions, putting you in a position that you do stupid things. Money. So I'm gonna keep touching on that. But all throughout the country, man, people are getting hit. And how many of you have noticed, if you are walking through the hood or you're in the shopping area, mainly the shopping areas, especially in areas where you have strip malls and people doing their normal hustle and bustle. How many of you have noticed that you don't see as many Christmas lights and wreaths and Christmassy decorations? How many of you have noticed you don't see as many as you did in times past? Yeah, you don't see them up as like you did at one time before. You don't see that. You don't see people smiling and walking around and yelling Merry Christmas. At one time they said irk and irritate the hell out of me. This year you hardly hear it. You hardly get it. People are frustrated, and the government in the states, they're not spending as much money to get that holiday glee as they did many years ago. Not getting that. But hey, I'm okay with it because I can give two SHs about any of the holidays. People are holding on to their money. So happy 2/3 Thursday. And I hope you brothers and sisters you're staying safe. I got the day off from work today. I know a few of you did too. And I would advise you to take advantage of any days you can get off from work to relax, have a drink, watch a couple of TV shows, exercise, be with your kids, walk the dog. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. But take time. It's very valuable now, man. Time is very precious, and a lot of us don't have time to, get a breather or do fun things or do things socially because we're constantly working, man. We in hell. We in hell, man. And the way the Most High has it, if you don't adjust and get your bearings, man, you can go crazy. You can go crazy. You could snap. You could physically hurt someone. You could do a lot of things, but that's the time we're in, and that applies to the spiritual as well as the unspiritual. Yeah, very much. But I want you to check this out about Washington D.C. and not just Washington D.C. All over the country, man. Check it out.
Crime is rocking cities all across the nation, and it is causing many Americans to feel on edge, even in their own neighborhoods. In a recent poll, 40% of us said they're scared of walking alone at night within just 1 mile.
40%. How many of you are afraid to walk a 10-block radius from where you live? I think the majority of us so-called Negroes and Hispanics, we don't fit into this 40% on a large scale. I think maybe the elderly among our people, they might fit in that 40%. But us who are from the hood or live in the hood or, have dealings in the hood and grew up a certain way, we're not afraid to walk outside of the house, man. We on guard, but I don't think that this pertains to us, But this is real. This is how serious things are getting, man. 40%. This is where the country is going. This is the direction the country is going in.
Of their own homes. David Spunt with more on the growing fear. David.
Hi, Tammy. Whether it's the streets of Washington, D.C., where I am right now, north to Philadelphia, west to Chicago, even further west to San Francisco, there are concerns about a rise in crime across the country. Many police departments believe that it has increased since the pandemic. You mentioned that Gallup poll, 40% of the...
Hey, man, they trying to crash this country. Don't think this is just by chance. I mean, don't get it wrong. Some things are of the Most High. You got that wicked spirit flowing, but at the same time, they trying to crash this country. Clearly, that's what's on the table. They want to destroy this place. And they want to make it crazy as possible, so the government can step in and say, "Here I am to save the day." But don't be fooled for a second. This is not going to get better. I was talking to this brother the other day. He was talking about the concentration camps and things of that nature. And I pretty much was telling the brother, I don't want to hear about that, man. There's things looming and hanging over our heads right now. You're talking about concentration camps in New York City and to get out of New York. Man, come on, man. This thing's happening right here, man. Right here. Worry about your pockets and feeding your family. You got brothers and sisters right now who are one paycheck away from being homeless. You know what I noticed over the years, man? Brothers and sisters, they like scriptures on prophecy and history and stuff like that. But people that serve the Most High and has been serving the Most High for more than 3+ years, they want answers on how to make ends meet. They want answers on how to be alleviated from stress. They want answers on how to deal with their spouse or spousal conflict and crisis. They want spiritual advice on the pains and woes that we're suffering as we're trying to get to the kingdom of heaven. People are more concerned with that. They're serving the Most High. Even the devil and the heathens are concerned with that. This is a goddamn war we in, a spiritual war, and it weighs on your mind after a while. But, and part of that is the fear that these guys are talking about. Part of it is this fear, man. Check it out.
These people, to show you a little bit, would you be afraid to walk alone at night within a mile of your home? In 1993, it was 43%. It dipped down. Right now, we're at 40%, the highest it's been since 1993 in 30 years.
Everything is record-breaking. Everything is record-breaking, man. People living off credit cards, record-breaking. Divorce, record-breaking. Murder, rape, crime, record-breaking. Riots in the streets, record-breaking. Soon to be layoffs, record-breaking. Banks folding, record-breaking. Highest it's ever been.
In Washington, D.C., police have recorded 249 homicides this year. That's a 35% increase compared to last year. The district has not seen this many murders in 2 decades. Now, looking at some of these...
Wow. In 2 decades. We're going back to the 80s, man. We're going back to the crack era, man. 2 decades. And brothers and sisters, they look at me like I'm crazy because I talk on this, preach on this, speak on this, elaborate on these issues like this, man. These are very crucial, serious issues, man. Very crucial and serious issues. Nothing to be taken lightly, man. I get up 3:30 in the morning. And I start grinding, I start working. And you'd be surprised of how many Hispanics and old Haitian women are grinding and trying to make ends meet, man. Up early in the morning, can barely walk, man. I see old people that can barely walk out there 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, going to hospitals and going to old folk homes to clean up, going to restaurants to work their asses off, man. And when you look in their eyes, no one looks happy, man. Everybody looks spiritually dead. You can tell a lot by what you see in a person's eyes, man. And it's sad, man. It's sad because it's the same thing day after day after day. And I look at them and I say, how long, Yahweh? How long is this going to fly, man? Hey, Shalom out. How long is this going to go on? I know y'all thinking the same thing. I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm sorry to speak like that, but yo, this thing gets real damn crazy after a while, and you tired and you ask the Most High, how long, how much longer, man? And you can see that the people are just hanging on by a thread. The youth, they just look totally stupid and idiotic and animal-like. And you ask the Most High, how long this is going to go, man? How long can this possibly go on? And the Most High, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Most High going to do it the way he want to do it. But, you know, people are mad. Look at the protesters. Look at this. I saw this today, man. Check this out.
Also, want to get to another breaking story. Those that have been watching live now all morning have also been watching the Thanksgiving Day parade that's been taking place in New York City as well. Well, that protest...
they put fake blood on the building. On Veterans Day a few weeks ago, they burnt the American flag, totally disrupted one of America's most honorable days, Veterans Day, showing you that the citizens and the children and the college students have zero respect for the flag, what America represents, for their leaders or the leadership, for the schools. They have zero respect. Showing you where this country is going, man. You should have seen the look of the faces of the idiots out there when we were out there teaching Saturday. Mad as hell. Cops ran up on us, told us we had to turn off the loudspeaker. Then another group of cops came, or 2 other cops came, walking around just to check us out. Because it's painful. The truth is painful when you're weak. When you're weak to money and when you say the money's going to run out, that's painful. You get mad. You get mad when people tell you that the money's going to run out. When you pull information and facts that there's a chance that you might not get a pension when you retire and this country is about to hit rock bottom, that's painful. That's painful and scary. When you talk about terrorist activity looming and coming to America and coming nearby your homes or your jobs or the subways or whatever means of transportation you use, to the weak mind, that's scary. That's scary and painful. Because now you don't see a future for yourselves. Us as believers, we see a future for ourselves because we believe in the Most High. We believe in scriptures, so we see a future for ourselves. But the unbelievers or the ignorant or the overly emotional, this is painful and scary for them. And you can see it in their eyes, especially the elderly. Especially the elderly. So what do? You keep moving and you keep teaching, man. You keep moving and staying in the Most High and you keep teaching and you hope that the Most High will have mercy on you and keep you in the faith. And at the same time, you pray for your family members and your friends, man. That's a painful thing too, to see your family members get sick and get sicker, or see brothers get sicker and sicker. Man, you see more brothers and sisters getting sicker with different ailments every day. And it's sad. But then you question, yo, Lord, how long we gonna deal with this, man? How long, man? How long can you keep this going, man? And the Most High, he gonna keep it going, man. But again, like it tells you in the book of Revelations, that and the nations were angry. The people are angry, man, because there is no hope left now. There's no way to make ends meet. There's no future in college now. There's no future in investing because Wall Street is taking a beating. You still invest, you still go to school, you still work, but you know that there's a good chance that you're going to lose it all, man. You're going to lose it all. So people are afraid and walking around in fear. Even the dumb naysayers, they don't even have answers, man. Even the dumb naysayers that's in different religions and beliefs, they don't even have real solid answers. They don't have it. But check it out.
I should say that parade was interrupted by a protest, a group of pro-Palestinian protesters.
This is the parade. How many of you remember going to the parade as children in ignorance? That is. How many of you remember doing Easter in ignorance and getting the chocolate bunny or going to pagan churches or going to see the Christmas tree being lit up on, Rockefeller Plaza or whatever town you live in? They don't do that no more. And if they do it, it's corny. It's mad corny now. And then you got this type of stuff going on. And a lot of this is orchestrated. Look, you got the Arab scarf there, the fake blood. You got the Palestinian flag to your right, top right, or center, top center, right. This is all leftover hate and anger and fear. And in some cases, manipulation. Manifesting itself every day. America's weak. I say it every day. I say it every week. America is weak and people know this. So if you're outside of the faith or outside of the Bible, what's the answer? What is the answer? Huh? Keep working, keep making money? We don't make money to save now. We don't make money to invest now. We make money to survive, to eat for the next day. We make money to have just enough to put gas in the car to get to work to make more money to survive. If you don't believe in the daily bread scripture, the Most High is forcing you to live by your daily bread.
Protesters disrupted that Thanksgiving Day parade with some chanting and singing, "Palestine will be free," while others glued themselves to the street along the parade route. You're looking at live images right now in New York City. You see, some sort of, and what this appears to be are bloodied handprints to signify some
Let's say
sort
Fifth
of
Avenue. I don't even know where it
during
is.
this protest. From the river to the sea, that controversial statement that we keep hearing at so mmany of these rallies. These live pictures coming into our newsroom right now.
That from the river to the sea statement, that's the hatred towards the small hats, the J people. That's that hatred, meaning remove them, destroy them, annihilate them. That's that speech. This is that new slogan, but it also represents and show the amount of hatred they have in regards of slumlords, in regards of the media being controlled, in regards of murder, in regards of manipulation and lies and political controls and kickbacks and money being moved under the table. The public has had it. People are mad. And this is going to be one of the bleakest Christmases ever. This is the make it or break it year now, right here, man. They're hoping for large turnouts in sales and Black Friday purchases. They're hoping so bad for this, and I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they're going to cut it. Trillions and trillions of dollars. I think it's 31 or even between 31 and 37. I can't remember. Trillions of dollars in the red zone, man. And they're going to still continue to print up money and raise interest rates. And people are going to have to accept the fact that the Most High is real and these judgments written in the scriptures, they're real. But what you're seeing here on the left-hand side of the screen, this is a tale of anger, man. Anger and bitterness.
Fox News Digital is reporting one group of protesters took to the parade route in Midtown Manhattan and unfurled a banner reading "Liberation for Palestine and Planet." They called for an end to fossil fuels while supporting Palestinians in Gaza. Fox News Digital says that the protesters wore white jumpsuits. They doused themselves with red liquid and glued their hands to the street to try to disrupt the parade.
Oh, man. I wish I was out there to get footage of that, man. It's everywhere, man. It's everywhere. Everywhere now.
The crowd lining the sidewalk could be heard drowning out the chants with boos. So what you've been seeing are live images. We also have some images from earlier today, courtesy of Storyful. This is from earlier this morning while the parade was actually happening. The parade has since ended, by the way. So this is earlier this morning while the parade was still happening. You see the McDonald's float in the background there. Apparently, this protest disrupting a portion of that big parade happening in New York City. You see some officers there potentially going to detain some of these protesters. It's tough to see what exactly transpired there, but our reports do say that the parade was disrupted for a portion of the parade earlier today. NYPD officers were seen removing the protesters from the street and taking them away from the scene.
That's good, man. That's good. I'm talking about the protest. We have no business dealing in that, but that's good. Because people's tired of this bullcrap now, man. To me, that's good. That's a good thing. And to you brothers and sisters who have sense, you know it's a good thing too. These are all signs that Great Babylon is crumbling and falling apart. Yeah. So let them riot. Let them do what it is they do. It's just a matter of time, man. Just a matter of time. All you brothers and sisters got to do is stay right in the Most High. Practice walking more and more in the fruits of the Spirit. You know what that's talking about, you know. Be humble and take low as much as possible. And watch as well as pray. That's all you got to do. That's all that's required of you. That's all you have to do. You do that, and the Most High's got you, man. Most High's got you. Anything else? You'll put yourself in a very bad position, man. A very bad position if you step outside of the spirit of the Most High. You understand? Because the wicked will not win. Wicked behavior will not triumph. It won't. Trust me, look. Most High says the wicked are overthrown, see? So the powers that be that run this setup, that run this country, that run the world, the Most High says the wicked are overthrown and are not. So it's just a matter of time. But the Most High is doing this to show his power. Every bad thing that happens on this planet, every tidal wave, every flood, every fire, every war, the Most High is behind it. The Most High is behind it because he's trying to let his program, or he's trying to execute his will, but he wants people to acknowledge that. He wants people to acknowledge that he's running the show. And people are going to see. When the Most High takes away the money and the peace and rocks this place, people are going to have no choice but to see the true power of the Most High. Right? Start at the 5th verse. Go up here. It says, the thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsel of the wicked are deceit. See that? And the Most High is revealing it every day through these lying politicians like Trump and the Biden family and the media. All lies, man. All a bunch of lies. It says, the thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsel of the wicked are deceit. The words, 6th verse, the words of the wicked are to lie in wait for blood, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. See that? Then the 7th verse again, it says, the wicked are overthrown and are not, but the house of the righteous shall stand. And 8th verse is for us today. It says, a man shall be commended. In other words, recognized and honored, in my opinion. It says, a man shall be commended according to his wisdom. See, it's not going to be about money in the future. It's not going to be about your cars and your diamonds in your clothes and the woman you have on your arm in the future, it's going to be based on wisdom. The Most High is going to have men shine and be recognized based on the amount of wisdom they walk in, the amount of integrity they walk in, the amount of honor and righteousness they walk in, which is all wrapped up into wisdom. But it says a man shall be commended according to his wisdom. But he that is of a perverse heart shall be despised, meaning hated. If so all the wicked that have a perverse spirit or heart, the Most High is telling you right there, they shall be despised. So in these times, in these last days, you need wisdom to get by. You're going to have serious, hard body wisdom to get by, because inflation is not going away. Not going away. Look.
Alrighty, we're coming up on 5:39 now, and we're asking, where's the money this Friday morning? Inflation is hurting holiday budgets across the country. It's why Card Rates, a consumer website, is taking a closer look at folks' spending habits. So it says almost half of consumers, 46%, said in a survey that they already have their holiday budgets in place.
Meaning they're going to spend less money. Now the devil, he's hoping that people spend trillions of dollars, if possible, throughout the country or throughout the world even. But let's just focus here on America. They're hoping they spend a lot of money this season because the country is doing bad. And they need to get people's confidence back up. They need to get people to spend money and get in their emotions. In other words, be emotional shoppers. They need people to get more in that mode. But people are holding on to their money because they need to pay rent. They need to put gas in the car. They need to get to work. They need to eat. So they can't afford to do the Santa Claus thing anymore. They can't afford to do the Christmassy thing again. They can't afford to do the New Year's thing like they did before. They can't afford to do it. So what's happening? Government is going to take a very bad hit, man. Very bad hit. Check it out.
It's why Card Rates, a consumer website, is taking a closer look at folks' spending habits. So it says almost half of consumers, 46%, said in a survey that they already have their holiday budgets in place. But only 18% surveyed revealed they have.
How many of you live off a budget? I mean, honestly, you have a budget on how much food you're going to buy for the week, for the family and yourselves, how much gas you're going to put in the car, if you dine, how much you're going to spend on going out to eat, or maybe cutting back on that period. How many of you actually have a budget? I keep a budget. I keep a budget because I don't want to be homeless. But it's getting tough.
No plans of creating a budget at all. Now, about 45% of responders added their total holiday budget, gifts, food, and all, is cashing out somewhere between $250 and $500. And then 6 of 10 consumers said they're dedicating 50% or less of their holiday budget to purchasing gifts this year alone. So this morning we're asking you, what's in your holiday budget?
What's in your wallet? Same thing in Canada. Check it out. In Canada, check it out. I'm not going to keep you long. I want to go back to watching the game. But check it out.
Look, retailers are gearing up for the festive season. But for many shoppers with holiday sales come holiday worries.
Housing prices are higher, food prices are higher, all outpacing inflation. And so there's just less money left over at the end of the year.
Check it out. See, less money
to give gifts.
3 in 10 Canadians expect to spend less on gifts this holiday season, according to recent polling. Younger people and those with children are most likely to be concerned about money, says pollster Sean Simpson.
There are more mouths to feed, there are more backs to clothe, and there are more gifts to give at Christmas and during the holiday season.
Nearly 80% of Canadians polled by Ipsos say inflation and rising interest rates have hit their holiday budgets.
80% in Canada. 80%. Everybody's feeling it. I don't care what your nationality is. I don't care how old you are, everybody is feeling it
this year. And nearly half are concerned they might not have enough money to buy holiday gifts for their families and loved ones.
Who cares?
Canadians are actually second most concerned about inflation in the world. Among the 30 or so countries where we do monthly polling, Canadians are tied for second with Turkey, with Argentina, countries that have far higher rates of inflation.
Budget concerns are also hitting travel plans.
Could you imagine the West Indies in Central and South America? Can you imagine how they're getting hit? Could you imagine? So this is why I bring up, the Christmassy, warm, fuzzy, satanic feeling is not the same. It's not the same like it was many years ago. Things have changed, people have changed, and the attitude out there in the streets have changed. It's not the same. And, people are angry, people are mad, and it's not going to get better. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. So, I'm not going to keep you brothers and sisters. I'm going to go and chill out myself. But just know, man, that, that we have to be on our A game with concerning the Most High and doing what's right. And we have to face reality, We have to face reality that things are going to get very bleak and people are going to get more evil. And the government is going to become more deceptive and evil itself. So just be prepared. That's all I'm saying. This is your brother Bakwash signing out. I'll see you tomorrow.